Hey everyone. I took time on Tuesday, jotted down some notes, and wanted to share with you my thoughts. I take time on Tuesday, that's what I call it, to share thoughts from Elyse, thoughts of things that I think are critical that may help, lessons that I've learned, things that have worked for me that perhaps may work for you. So, today we're talking about mentoring, or is it manipulating? I looked up the actual words today, and before I share my story, a mentor by definition as a noun is an experienced or trusted advisor. It could be literally an advisor, a consultant, a counselor, a therapist, a spiritual leader. It could be a rabbi, whomever it may be. But as a noun, that's the definition of a mentor, okay? The verb of that is to actually train or advise someone, especially a younger colleague. So mentor is both a noun and a verb. And as a verb, it's the action of training or raising up someone, especially a younger colleague. Manipulate is a verb, which means to handle or control like a tool, to alter, edit, or move data, right? But it also has the definition of controlling or influencing, especially a person or situation, cleverly, unfairly, or unscrupulously. So we've got the two definitions of both mentor and as well as manipulating. Today, as I talk about mentoring or manipulating, I want you to reflect back on Spider-Man Homecoming. You see, young Peter Parker outright wanted to abandon the succession plan for his life. It was predestined for him to succeed Tony Stark's, Iron Man, owner of Stark's Industry, the one human being that could withhold all 6 stones that at the snap of a finger could take the life away. And that's exactly what happened to Tony Stark. But he was very powerful and had great accomplishments and had left behind the glasses, the goggles for Peter Parker, young Spider-Man. What Peter Parker was totally unaware of is one individual had meticulously crafted a meeting. This gentleman's name was Mysterio. So Mysterio met with Peter Parker, and oh, by the way, Peter Parker just happened to have these glasses that gave him extreme power. Peter Parker tried on the glasses, looked over to Mysterio and said, "Hey, how do I look?" And outright, Mysterio said, "You don't look quite well. In fact, you don't look great in them." Peter Parker handed over the glasses to Mysterio. Mysterio being a senior, Mysterio also being one who had previously worked with Iron Man. Mysterio tried on the glasses and he almost looked just like Tony Stark's Iron Man. So when he tried them on, Peter Parker, not wanting the responsibility of succeeding, when asked by Mysterio, "Hey, how do I look in the glasses?" immediately, the answer was, "You look great." So Peter Parker gave over his destiny. I'm going to pause right here just for a moment. How many of you all may be younger in a situation, may be mentored by someone who is a little bit further down the path, who may be a senior or whatever the situation might be? Maybe you're not being mentored, maybe you're being advised by someone, but they're older than you. They've traveled down the road that you're going down, and perhaps they might have more experience in that area than you do. I want to ask you to consider, is it mentoring or is it manipulation? You see, unbeknownst to Peter Parker, he didn't know that Mysterio was angry and frustrated at Tony Stark's for calling his project BARF, something that he really worked hard on, that he felt that he should have been the successor. So what Mysterio did was crafted an illusion to Peter Parker to make it seem as though he was the one now saving the world. And because Peter Parker was young and 15 and wanted to do things that a 15-year-old wanted to do, he really didn't want the responsibilities. In fact, he was outright ignoring the calling on his life. But then comes observant MJ. This young lady, Peter Parker was interested in her personally and wanted to have a relationship, but Peter was unaware that MJ had been paying attention to him the whole time. In fact, MJ, when given the opportunity, said, "I know that you're Spider-Man," and Peter Parker tried to deny it. But she shared with him some evidence that had remained from Mysterio, so-called saving them from a disastrous situation. And when MJ, the observer, the one that Peter Parker was personally interested in, the one that Peter Parker wanted to vacate his calling in life over, she was the one who helped open his eyes. When she pulled out the remaining evidence, it was then that Peter Parker had learned that Mysterio had crafted an illusion, all with drones, to create an illustration as if Mysterio was actually doing something great when really he was living a lie. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to ask you, how many of you all could be in a situation that looks one way, that the very person that you're trying to get connected to may be the one that can show you some things that if you just take a moment to listen and look at the evidence that has been left behind, maybe it just might open your eyes. Maybe Spider-Man, the Homecoming movie, doesn't connect with you. Maybe it could be a different story or situation in your life. Whatever it is, today I'm talking to you about looking at your situation. Are you being mentored or are you being manipulated? Whether parent, pastor, whomever, leader, advisor, a coach, a co-worker, whomever it might be, take a close look at your situation and see what signs may be there. And I'm just giving you this thought that I have because it hit home for me. It may have taken me into my 40s to see certain things, but the evidence is out there for you. This is Elyse. I am living my best life, and I so hope that you're living yours as well. I took time on Tuesday to jot down some notes, and I love the feedback that you all are giving me. But I'm sharing with you today, take a closer look. Is it mentoring or are you being manipulated? Have a wonderful, fantastic